Now, the US presidential election is on a knife edge. This, of course, is what many of the political pundits in fact say. But the fact of the matter is, Joe Biden is in touching distance of reaching that magic figure. There is a mathematical possibility that gives Donald Trump a chance, but that may not materialize. Now, President Trump is already making headlines by alleging that he has been cheated. He even went to court to try and stop more votes from being counted, even as counting continues and the results are being dubbed as too close to call by many of these media networks in the United States. There are global reactions, however, that have started to come in. Some leaders are pointing at the flaws in the US electoral system. Others have called it a bit of a spectacle. So let's start with Russia. The Foreign Ministry has said that the outdated legislation and a lack of regulation had revealed some serious flaws in the US electoral system. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Maria Zakharova, has said that both candidates had an equal chance of winning. She also called the US electoral process as archaic during her weekly press briefing. Zakharova said that it was important to avoid any occurrence of mass riots in the United States. Remember, security has been beefed up across multiple cities, anticipating some kind of civil unrest. And both protesters and supporters of the Trump administration are awaiting results. Even on Kenya's television news, the US election is a top priority. There are more than 20,000 Americans who live in Kenya, so the interest in the election outcome runs pretty high. In fact, bets and memes followed as Kenyans followed the polling trends across social media platforms.
We follow with keen interest because there are lots of Kenyans in the diaspora who live in the United States. We receive about 100 billion shillings in diaspora remittances every year as a country. So therefore we have a lot of relatives who stay there. We follow with keen interest what is happening there.
Even though tensions run high between the United States and China in recent months, Beijing's residents are watching the tide race glued to their television sets with a mix of curiosity and excitement. Meanwhile, in Iran, the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has mocked the delayed results and has linked it to a complete bit of a spectacle that is playing out in the US elections. In addition, the Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has said that no matter who the next US president is going to be, he will have to surrender to Iran. Remember, the Trump administration has led a campaign of what has been described as maximum pressure against Iran. It even pulled Washington out of multilateral deals on Iran's nuclear program. The JCPOA that had been negotiated by the Americans with the Iranians was flouted by the Trump administration. Across France, Germany, Italy, Cuba and Mexico, the controversial American election has dominated the headlines in the news cycle everywhere. And even now, with no president still in sight, the anticipation runs high across the world.
Bonjour à tous, bienvenue si vous nous rejoignez sur France 24. La victoire de Joe Biden apparaît.
Ganz herzlich willkommen zurück hier bei uns, die UN.